I've been meaning to make this video for a long time, because most people don't really visit this bit of Harbledown because it's not exactly on the beaten track per se. We can see down here where little crocuses come through in the springtime. They might even come through already and gone away again, but they're planted by the local parishioners. At the end down there we can see the main drag of the almshouses. People still managing to walk up, the gardeners working. If we look up here above us, we can see the great Saxon tower, very pretty structure, and that's really what marks this church out as being very old. We know that pilgrims certainly came here on the way to Canterbury, and many of them left their pilgrims' marks on the frames inside the structure. And on this cold, miserable day, we're just have a look at the blossoms still coming out of this, rather nice. And across the road over there we can just see the lights shining. That's our local pub, the Coach and Horse in Harbledown. They're rather providently during this horrible time providing free meals for the over 70s, which is good PR. And as we come back round here, we're going to have a look round back down to the almshouse. As we come down here, okay, nice view again of the almshouses. And then this way as we turn we can look to see the old doors. When you look at the actual structure there, you can see there are certain bits here, like tessellated Roman tile there in the middle, which is basically recycling. I know we think of recycling as being quite a modern thing, but this is really early recycling. So the Saxons used what material they had around them. And this material here, if you're in America, this is called obsidian. In England we call this flint, and it's basically cast off from the chalk industry. Chalk was vitally important to the farmers around here, and when you dig chalk you get flint. Carboniferous limestone disgorges flint, and flint is basically the seabed of the ancient seas. But when you nap it like this, which is basically cutting in two and pressing it into mortar, it makes a nice simple finish to the walls. So looking above us from here, if I can sort of zoom upwards if I can, you can look directly above us up there, you can see that it makes a nice even finish. Oops, a bit dark up there. Oops. Throw it right out there. You can see there's also seems to be a cable running across there, so it's obviously got electricity in here. We certainly know that is inside. The church itself is actually built on a slope. I mean, looking round it here, you can sort of see the slope. It's the idea was that when lepers came to worship here, they could wash the church out by watering, sort of basically washing water out through the church door. So when we look at the church door down here, you'll find the church door itself is actually slightly lower than the upper end. So the altar is higher than the lower door, and that the whole idea was to be able to wash the skin of lepers out through the middle. So down here is the main entranceway. There's an old boot scraper there. Makes you realise, of course, that this was a agricultural area, and of course everybody would have scraped their boots before going into the great church. And you can see the lovely door hinges. If you look up there, you see the C's. Lovely old things, aren't they? Makes you think about history. At some point I will update this by adding on the internal bits of the church. Looking above us we can see the great window above us as well. It's a nice helping. So let's stop.